everyone, it is Beverly and I am back in the game. Let's see how long this lasts. I hope it lasts for a while. Oh goodness, I hope that everyone is doing well. Hope that you all had a safe and great Memorial Day. I am getting ready to make a journal or a notebook or whatever it may be. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some stickers in it for the cover, and then the back I will be doing in some glitter and some alcohol ink, some pinks. So let me get my glove on. I'm gonna get my first layer of resin poured in and get my resin put in and my layers, my stickers in, so that way they can be encased, and then we'll get started. So I will be right with you. Okay guys, and I'm back. My resin has just done its little 4-minute pour, 4-minute mix. I'm sorry, not pour. And the way I spin off my paddle from the mixing is before I scrape my edges, I take and I turn my mixer back on and I let the extra resin spin off this way, and I will knock it against the sides because I want to get as much of that resin off. And I will even increase my speed so that way I'm getting as much of, let me see, my finger is in the way, there we go. I increase my speed to 3 times, letting it knock off all of the resin that it can. And then I will even take and press backwards. So that way, again, getting off as much of that resin that I can get off as possible. So once I do that and get enough of it off that I can do that way, I'll turn it off, and then if I can press the right buttons to turn it off. There we go. And see if you can see my paddle. I don't know if you can, but it is so much cleaner than what it would have been had I not spun it off. It would have been lots more resin on there. And so then what I do is I take my little green little spatula, and I will just clean off my paddles even more. And then I will wipe them down. So this way I am getting off every little bit possible that I can. And from here, like with the spatula, there's not much that it will pull off. So you know that you got all of your resin, as much of it as you could get. Goodness gracious, Beverly is tongue-tied today. So that is a good little tip for those of you that have this paddle mixer or any paddle mixer. Spin that resin off, guys. Get as much of it into your cup as you can. Then scrape your edges and everything that came down off of your paddle all together, and you won't have to worry about wasting resin. That's another tip for not wasting resin. So what I'm gonna do here is just clean off the rest of the paddles is what I'm doing now. Almost done. And then that way I don't have to worry about cleanup for my next pour, you know, the next mix, because it's already done. You can get a paper towel, and I do spray it down too with alcohol. I spray my paddle down with alcohol and make sure that I got everything off. Got everything off here. And then just wipe them down. The first wipe was with a baby wipe, of course, to get that resin off. And then I take a clean paper towel and just wipe it down. And I do my paddle, the rod as well, because you know resin will creep down on that as well. And so that too, while I'm doing this, does allow for the resin in the cup to start going down the sides into the batch of resin. And then my paddle is all clean and ready for the next mix. And I can move that out of the way. And then over here, we'll go ahead and mix our resin in our cup. And just take your sides and scrape those down, making sure you get it all clean and then mixed up. And I try to do the sides from the top to the bottom. Okay. There we go. And then just mix in what isn't mixed. And I stir slowly so that way I'm not incorporating bubbles. And I really don't see any streaks, guys. Yep. It's really no streaks. So, there you go. I did mix in some bubbles though. I just see that. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, okay, we're good. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to spray my mold with alcohol. Make sure first, it looks like I see something in there that may be, that's on the bottom side. Okay, so sorry if I shake you guys, my tape is now stuck to me. Okay, there we go. What I do is I keep a little tape on my pole too for the light ring, and I will use that to hold my tape so that if I see any, I can quickly grab that tape and pick it up and get out what I need to get out of my mold. So I'm gonna pour from up high and slowly into my mold. I just want to get a clear top layer. If my hands will stop shaking, get a clear top layer for these stickers. And hope they don't come through on the other side. I hope they don't. I'm not quite sure how, I think this mold takes like 120 mils of resin. Not quite sure. So pouring in this first layer, hoping to get I don't want to take it all the way up. I just want to get a good layer, base layer for my stickers. Okay, so looks like it took all of the 75 that I made up for that first top layer. And that's no problem. I'm cool with that. Make sure I get as much of it out as possible, so that way I ensure that I do got everything covered. Okay. All right. Takes care of that. It's a little spot down there, and I keep thinking it's on the inside of my mold, but it's not. It's on the bottom. get over in here. Good. All right. And what I will do is I will take my lighter, my long neck lighter, and any bubbles that I have, I will get those out. Like I see some there, see a few right in there. If it will come up to the surface. Any, oops, put that in the resin. Didn't want to do that. Okay, just go across it lightly with the heat, so that way hopefully it'll help disperse any bubbles. Okay. And then I will give it a spray with my alcohol as well. Okay, so now I have chosen some stickers that I can put in here. I'm actually going to be gifting this to someone, and I know that they are spiritual, and so I chosen quite a few stickers that I know that she would like, and she likes flowers and things like that. So chosen just a few flowers that I hope that she'll like, and I can put in here. So first what I need to do is get the backs off of them. And trying to do this with my hand is gonna be tricky. So let me get some tweezers. I didn't even think about that. Let me get some tweezers. Right. I know I have some. There they go. Right there. Get the tweezers. And hopefully that'll help me take the backings off. This one I had cut off of something else. And so I figured this would be great for a edge piece. Okay, no, it's not gonna work with the glove, so we'll take it off. I'll take off one glove, and there we go. Oh, didn't get it all. Come on. Let's try from this end. I guess being that I cut it, it kind of messed up the backing a little bit. But I have once put the stickers in with the backing on them, and that made the backings kind of peek out of the resin, and I don't want to do that this time. So making sure I take the backings off, which is always a chore. Always a chore. Come on. If any of you have any tips on removing backings, please share them. Number one, I don't have much of a fingernail, so that doesn't help. Goodness gracious. Okay, how about I go from this ripped part and see? Nope, because it just keeps shredding it. Okay, there we go. I think I got an edge. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. Yay! I got one. Got to be an edge. Okay. And I take and spray the back with alcohol and the front. And the reason I spray the front is because, of course, it's going down into the resin. So, and I want that there. Hopefully my stickers do not come through the front. I pray they don't. And what I'm doing is kind of just poking at it and pushing it around in the resin. So that way, number one, I get out any bubbles that are maybe formed under there. And number two, I can then ensure that it's in place. All right. So the next one I want to do is I want to get my bigger ones done, so that way I can do the placement of the others around those bigger ones, because I don't want to cover up anything, any of the words. I want to ensure that all the words can be read and as reminders for her. Goodness gracious. I didn't even think about this. Had I been smart, I would have taken all of these off and just had them sitting. Okay, got that one off. And these backs are thick. It's not like they're thin. These backs are thick. So this one says, let me read it to you. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to pursue you and prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So that is that one. And spray it with alcohol front and back. Make sure it's upside down, because on this side, this would be, this way would be upside down, would be the top of your mold. So I'm gonna do it. Make sure that my stickers are also upside down. Goodness, it won't, the tweezers don't want to hold this sticker. Okay, there we go. And I want it in the middle. So let's get it. Moving it around helps to move out any bubbles, push any bubbles out, and also gets it down into the resin. So that's what we're doing there. Okay. So I have done a couple with you. I will do one more and then I will come back to you. I'm sure you guys don't need to see them all done. Especially with me having to pull the backs off. That's just time consuming. So I will do one more, which is wonderful. Let me get the back off of it. And I'll do that one at the edge as well. If I can get it off. Okay, there we go. Spray with the alcohol, front and back. And then I want wonderful turn to the side. Come back. There we go. And we're gonna do it on that end. If my tweezers will release it. There we go. And again, look at, there's a huge bubble. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a huge bubble there that came out from under here. So like I said, moving these stickers around and pushing them into place, that is what you want to do to release those bubbles. Those Those bubbles do not have to be in your pieces, guys. Make sure you get them out. Okay. And then again, I will push this down and move it around a little bit, and there. And let's get you bubble. There we go. All right, guys. So I am going to finish this off, and then I will be back. Okay, everyone, we are back, and I did take my take the piece and I put the backing on, and my resin when I put it on was tacky, and so it didn't when I was trying to move it around, it was still like trying to seep underneath. So I hope it did not seep underneath to the first layer underneath my stickers. So we will see. So let's unmold. I do have some overage. When I took and put it on the heat mat, it started to flow over because my heat mat is warped. So I'm gonna get my scissors and just cut off my overage here. So let's see. Hopefully I cut it straight enough, and I'll have to sand that down, or either once I turn it over I'll be able to see and if I need to make another cut. Okay, so that got some of it off, but not all. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. I am eager. Yay! No bubbles! Yes! It turned out great. Yes! I love it. It is so pretty. And none of my stickers are peeking through that resin. So that's awesome. Yes! Hope you guys can see it. I turned it. I'm trimming. And hopefully that'll give you guys another view. Bear with me just a little bit. It's still a little what do you call it? Bendy. Okay. Yes, that got more of that off, that overage. And then I'll sand it. And I'm thinking about, should I trim it in, do you think I should trim it in silver? I think that would be pretty. Or maybe gold, trim it in silver or gold. I think the silver. No, the gold, because the gold is more of, you know, like the golden color in there. You guys tell me before I do it. And now I am going to get prepared and make the back cover, and I will use the same, but it'll of course will be full. It'll be a full backing because I'm not putting anything in it, so it won't be a layer. So it'll be full glitter, pink glitter backing. So I am going to let this sit flat up there, and then get this little mess off here, and I will get this heat mat off my table, and I will be back shortly. All right, everyone, we are back, and I have my resin here. I mixed up 130 milliliters this time. Hopefully that is enough. If not, I truly mixed up 150. I have 130 in this cup, and I will see if that's enough. If not, then I have that extra 20 that I can pour in to top it off. And here I am, I have my Baltic Day resin pigments paste, and these jars are small, but there is quite a bit of it in here. And this is my bubblegum pink, and I did put that along with some of my pink alcohol inks in the last batch that I did on the back of that, what do you call that thing? The notebook cover. Oh goodness. Okay. So I just took my stick and put some on there. I didn't wipe it off yet. I stuck that into my resin. I don't know if you can see. I don't like dropping my putting anything into my molds, so I'll turn it that way. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, and then I'm mixing up my alcohol ink, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 drops is what I'm doing. And this is just called pink. It's the Maloan epoxy resin pigments. And so I'll give this a good mix of the pink paste by Baltic Day. That's what's on this stick. Get it all incorporated. Hopefully not making too many bubbles. And I'll get the rest of that off of the stick with this, because I did want it opaque, but the back of that one, as you saw, wasn't very opaque, so I'm okay with that. It's okay. It'll be kind of cute with the paper kind of showing through. And I still have to order some paper to go in there. Oopsie. I need to do that. Can't send it without paper in it. That wouldn't be nice. At least I wouldn't think it was nice. Just send me some covers and no paper. Like, girl, please. Okay. So, let's try to get that off of my corners there. There we go. And mix this up a little bit more. And this was a previously used cup, so you may see some prior resin from that. Okay. And see, it's not very opaque at all, and like I said, that's okay. So we'll add our the pink glitter that I'm using is Party Blend Pink Party by Sulin, and I get this at Walmart. I love this color, and I'm gonna have a Marva or a Carla moment here. If you watch either of their channels, Marvelous Artsy or Crafting with Carla, Carla with a K, they love their glitter, and so do I. I pack it full with glitter. Just give it a good stir. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay. I might even add a little more glitter. Don't judge me. I hear you judging me. Don't you do it. Get those thoughts out of your head. All right. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And actually, I want to turn, because I noticed on my last pour too, that this groove in the mat, I don't know how it's doing that, but it did kind of like make it kind of bow up a little bit. So I am gonna pour it sideways to try to avoid that this time, and then I will spray my mat, my mold, and let's begin to pour. Again, pouring from up high, pouring slowly. I really don't have to. I wasn't thinking that you won't see bubbles here like you would if it was clear resin or transparent resin, because of my glitter, my big chunky glitter. I think I will have to probably use some of that 20 that I have, probably all of it, not even some, just all of it. Let's see, let it move where it wants to first, and then we'll see. I might not have to. It's looking pretty good. Let this bottom move where it needs to move, hopefully. Push that back a little bit, and I'm gonna push this over a little bit and see. Oh, see what we get here. I think I'm gonna need a little bit because I can see the, like, up to probably here it's not domed. So I do want to add a little bit more in there, help it out some. Okay, and that's fine. I don't think I will need all of it though. Will I need all of it, guys? What do you think? I don't hear you guys talking to me. See if I can get that side down a little bit. Let me move it around a little bit before I do it, just in case. And I'm gonna scrape a little bit more out the cup, if it's any in here. Let me help it some. Oops. Okay, that little help said that I didn't need to put any more in. Yay! All right. on my cover, I did cover up my holes, so I will have to definitely, what do you call it? I'll have to drill those out. Let's see if I can get that to help. That's something there we go. Moving around here. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good. Oops. Take that from there and put it up there. It's got a long way to travel. Okay. And I will do some little extras of my flowers, and when I come back I will have it put together for you so you can see it. Be back shortly.